Embodiment Gym. I feel so blessed to share with you what's after coming in the last 2 weeks. I thought I was going to be teaching you how to reunite with the organs, and I will do that. I'm going to share with you a technique that came in years ago and work with this technique to embody each of the organs. And on top of that, which usually happens when a title comes in for a webinar, is the information comes in of how to do that. Now, years ago, I was told by Spirit to clear my cells of genetic information which was in me so I could embody. And over the years, different techniques have been coming in on how to do that. And in the last 2 weeks, there was a profound shift in the work where we're allowed to do that, actually clear the cells of the ancestral information. And it makes so much more sense. Well, it makes so much sense. If you imagine you're creating your life or a new earth with the essence of your ancestors' experience, you're going to repeat the cycle again and recreate the old again. And without you even realizing it, you're going to keep recreating the old ancestral lives again if we don't clear that frequency and that program from our systems. It was interesting when I worked with stem cells. I remember the first treatment I ever did with PRP. And I remember when I woke up and I felt like, whoa, I feel clean. And this sensation lasted for a day or two, and then it would start changing. And the reason it was changing was because the genetic information was coming up in my system. The ancestral information was coming up in my system. And this was creating the same old type of life again. So what is allowed in the system, because of the way the constellations are at the moment, is that we're allowed to release the ancestral memory fields, which are in the heart. If you think of the heart like thousands of brains in the cells, and these brains have all the memory of what you've experienced in this life. Also your mothers, your fathers, your ancestors. So can you imagine how much resistance is there to allow creation, to allow love to flow through your heart? The gut brain is incredible, because the gut, for me, my experience of working with the gut is that the gut will only allow things to flow which are aligned, which make sense on a soul level. So if you connect with the energy, you stay present and allow it to travel through your system, then the information will travel through your gut. But if you are dissociated, if you get a shock, for example, and you dissociate, that shock is going to stay in your gut until you drop back into the body and release it. So I'm going to work with the gut brain. So in this webinar, I'm going to be working with a technique which came in years ago, and that's about, as I said before, connecting with the organs and how to connect to accepting the minerals in each of the organs. And then we're going to, well, first of all, I feel the priority is to clear all the cellular history from the brain, from the heart, from the gut, from the digestion, all the way from the kidneys, the liver, the thyroid. So we're going to work through the whole body, the genitals. If you imagine each of the organs have overlaps of all the ancestors' organs information, and that's in us. So that's affecting how we're living our lives. That's how we're making decisions. That's how our organs are recreating. The stem cells, for example, recreate new systems. So it regenerates continuously, but it regenerates with the information which is in the cells already. And that's what I realized when I started working with stem cells, that they will, for example, this glass, if you put water in this glass and then you put a color, a dye in it, if the stem cells recreate, it's going to create again with that color in it, because that's what the stem cells will do. They regenerate, but they'll regenerate with that same frequency, that same color. So what I want to do, or what I've been, what field is allowing us to do at the moment, is to release the colors from the cells. And it's an incredible opportunity that is aligned in the system with the stars, is that we can release the ancestral information from the cells. And this makes so much sense. If I want to create new Earth, I need to get this information out of my system, honor it and take it out of my system. Because if I don't, I'm going to recreate the same old experience again. So no matter what my intention is, no matter what my mindset is about creating new Earth, I'm just going to recreate the same again, unless I clear my cells from this ancestral information and allow the gifts of the ancestors to come true and allow spirit to come fully into the cells again, pure. So in this webinar, we're going to have a profound shift within our systems. And I will also share with you the technique of how to connect with each of the organs and to really charge them up cellularly with minerals. So I invite you to be part of this unique experience at this moment in time that we're allowed to do this, to evolve, to create new Earth, to drop out of all the programming, all the ancestral information about what is not creation and drop 100% back into creation again. This is going to be a profound webinar. I can feel it, and it will get you results. And let's clear the whole system of the ancestral information and any programming you've taken on from the collective or wherever you've taken it on. Let's clear the system. The time is now to do it. It's aligned. Constellations are totally aligned and supporting us to do this at the moment, to clear the ancestral information. It's the time to do this. So if you wish to clear the cells of the memories of the ancestors from your system so you can manifest in your purpose, in your life, I invite you to be part of this webinar. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, everyone.